glad you're here this morning, and I'm going to demonstrate for you how to make a surprise in the cloud. Who has ever wanted to do a special dessert for a family member or a friend? Maybe you were having a sleepover or something, or it was a special event, Valentine's Day, I don't know, birthday party. Well, I'm going to show you how to make surprise in the cloud. And there's some cute, helpful tips, so please pay attention. First thing you do, always when you're prepping food, is you need to have clean hands. So the very first thing I'm going to do is use hand sanitizer so that my hands are clean to be able to work with a food product. So you always want to do that. All right, we're going to get ready to do surprise in the cloud. Now, when you think of a cloud, you think of something white and fluffy. So the first thing we're going to use is Cool Whip. Now, while I'm showing you this, let me please show you all the other items that I have up here. I have a dish to hold our surprise. I have a measuring cup. I've got 2 spoons. This is a whisk. It makes it easier to mix. I could have used an electric mixer, but that's not always easy to transport, so I'm just going to use a whisk today. But if you have an electric mixer at home, you can definitely do that. I have a chocolate bar. I have a spatula. This is used to scrape with. I have a carrot peeler. You'll just have to wait and see. I have a box of instant pudding. I have scissors and milk and a Ziploc bag. I also have, in case of a spill, I've got some paper towels and a hand towel. All right, so first I have Cool Whip. I'm using this kind. Could you use the kind in the can? Probably. You just need a lot if you're going to do this for 4 to 6 people, because when you mix up the pudding, that's how many servings you're going to have. It's 4 to 6. So it would be a serving for your family. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've opened my Cool Whip, and I'm going to get some, and it is going to go down inside my dish. Now, when you put this in here, the idea is to put a thin layer on the sides of the dish. So if you can see what I'm doing, I'm forcing this to cover the insides of the dish. So it's going up the walls. It is not solid Cool Whip down there. All right, so you see what I've done? I've lined my dish with Cool Whip. All right, so now we're getting ready to start on our pudding. Now the directions on my pudding says I need 2 cups of cold milk. So I've opened my milk, and to see exactly where 2 cups is at, you have to use the size of the measuring cup. Now if you hold it up at eye level, you want the milk line to come to the level of where the measuring is. And because that's on the back side, I'll do it with the handle. But okay, 2 cups of cold milk. Now, you always want to put the milk into the cup first, because if you put the pudding mix in first and then pour the milk on top of it, and this is just a helpful hint I've learned the hard way. If you put the pudding mix in the bottom first and then pour the milk on top of it, when you do that, it will clump to the bottom. But if you do it the other way and sprinkle this on top, then it will mix in a little bit easier. So I'm going to open this. This is chocolate. It is instant pudding, so it will mix pretty quickly. All right, so now the mixing part. Now this is going to be, you need to listen to me, because this is the commentary of me saying what I'm doing. I am mixing it, making sure I'm scraping it from the sides of the bowl. I do need to mix it about 2 minutes. Now while I'm doing that, this is, if you're doing a demonstration, guys, you got to continue to talk. So I'm mixing it up. I'm stirring it as best I can. I could have used an electric mixer, but I chose to do it with my hand. Now while I'm doing this, you could have chose other flavors. I just happen to do chocolate. They have a variety of instant puddings that you can do. So if you like cookies and cream, or you like butterscotch, or you like, even if you like vanilla, you can mix it up and do it that way. A lot of people like chocolate, not everybody, but a lot of people like chocolate, so that's the reason I'm choosing to do chocolate. So you do have to continue to mix. You'll notice after you start getting it mixed, it will start to thicken slightly. It goes to a soft set in about 5 minutes, so it will get thicker. And then after you do mix this up, you do need to put it in the refrigerator, and it will continue to thicken there. Now you'll notice if you could see into the top of this, all of the pudding mix has dissolved. It is down in there, and it's because I put it on top. If I put it on the bottom, I'd still be fighting it to get it mixed up. And it should just about be ready. So it goes completely smooth, it gets nice and glossy, and it's just about ready. So you want to get it to where it's begun to thicken. And I think it's ready. All right. So I don't get chocolate everywhere. All right. Now we're going to pour this down into our cloud. Right. Now we have chocolate pudding down inside our cloud. And right now I can't tilt it for you to see, but you can take my word for it, it's down in there. All right. Now, it says surprise in a cloud. All right. So I'm going to show you a trick that you can do with a Ziploc bag. And that trick is to make it as into like a piping bag if you know anything about baking, decorating cakes or cupcakes. So I'm putting a couple spoons of Cool Whip down inside my bag. Clean off my hands. Now you understand why they need paper towel. And I'm going to squeeze it down to one end. Now the idea is to get the air out. So if you have a pastry bag, like a chef or a baker, it kind of looks like this. But if you don't have one, you definitely can use a Ziploc bag. So you're going to notice I've squeezed it to one corner, and I'm just going to cut off the tip of this bag. I've got a little bitty opening. And when I do, I squeeze it down and I twist it in my hand, and now I can control this just like a pastry bag. Okay? So I'm decorating the top a little bit, and actually I'm covering over that chocolate so you can't see it. So now I've kind of given it a whirl on the top, and so now it's down inside the cloud. Now, we're going to go back to the carrot peeler. I have a chocolate bar, and this is just a regular chocolate bar that you can get at the store. It's not anything else, it's just Hershey's chocolate, okay? So I'm going to open this. I have a hard time with my hands, so I always have to use scissors to open everything. All right, and we're going to use our carrot peeler. Now I have a small container here, so hopefully it's going to go in here. So now, if you ever eat a special dessert out at a restaurant or someplace fancy, they always have it garnished or decorated. You don't necessarily always eat the garnish, but it's to make it pretty. So they maybe put mint leaves or fresh raspberries or something on there to make it pretty. We're going to do that as well with this chocolate bar, but we're going to make chocolate curls. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to take the carrot peeler and go up the side of the bar. So you're going to end up with chocolate dust or chocolate just sprinkles, and if it works right, it will start to curl. And this chocolate bar may or may not. But either way, I'm going to use the dust. If it curls, it'll curl just, there it goes, just like a carrot peel where it peels up and rolls into a roll. So you end up with this little chocolate dust. So, can you eat it? Yeah. Can you decorate with it? Yeah. And there you have it. A surprise in